The Mitch and Kathy Show is...
The revolution starts now. You're about to enter the Real Estate Expert Online Radio Show. The Jake and Cliff Show is on. Showing you how real estate investing can make your dreams, your future, your financial freedom, your reality. And now, your hosts, Jake and Cliff.
Cool, isn't it? Hey. And that's right. It is Jake and Cliff. This is the real estate expert. I didn't have caffeinated coffee today. I've been doing the decaf, so it's killing me. This is the Real Estate Expert Online Radio Show with Jake and Cliff.
Oh my God, you got it right.
I am Jake. I know, because I've been calling people all yesterday for this event. We're doing this from a remote location today at Rancho Cucamonga at one of our events. We have actual spectators who are watching us right now. But the most important thing, I think, for those spectators and for those of you who are listening at home or out and about, is that we on this show are graced, I say, to have a real, true, live real estate expert. We're not kidding. This isn't Elmer Gantry or anything. This is a real guy. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, may I introduce Cliff Gager. Cliff?
Everybody clap.
Everybody clap, yeah.
Wow, that's the first time we really had clapping that I didn't do. Wow, this is great. Wow. I didn't even have to put the sign up. So yeah, we're here today. We're in Rancho Cucamonga, and we're doing our show live. This is a new thing for us, and
it's a new thing, but it's going to be a continuing thing.
It's really funny because when we're in our little home studios there, and we're talking to millions of people, I don't get nervis at all.
No?
And I'm nervous as
You're nervous now?
Yeah.
That's uncharacteristic of you.
Why is everybody looking at me?
You're just a calm, together kind of guy, you know. I'm surprised that you're making that admission on the air like that.
Oh my God, we're on air now?
I hope it doesn't compromise how everybody in the audience here looks at you.
Well, I don't. Well, in that case, I am not nervous at all, and I really don't know what to say next because I'm...
Well, that's fine because I've got it. And when you fail, as I've often indicated, I can step in and I can hold forth.
Yeah.
But what I want, I was wondering what we do about the format today. We could do our usual format. We have continuing messages that we talk about. One is the personal financial revolution, and the personal financial revolution is just whatever that means to you. It doesn't mean you make $1 million. It can mean you make $100,000. It can mean you're financially independent. It means you can tell your boss to go suck an egg. It means you can quit your job.
What if you're self-employed?
Right. It means that you can take a day off in the middle of the week and go to Santa Anita. It can mean whatever you want it to mean. But real estate is one of the best ways to do that, and we talk about that on the radio show. Those of you who listen regularly have heard us talk about that. But we also talk about aspects of real estate investing. We talk about real estate education. I talk about the fact that since about 1980, 1981, I've been involved with... No, not quite that far back. 1981 or so, I've been involved in real estate education as well as investing.
Yep.
And one of the things that I found was that you can go to these things, and we're holding a free event today. And by the way, we invite you to all come over. 11525 Mission Vista Drive, Rancho Cucamonga. We've got a great property tour we're going to be going on. We're going to be having this tomorrow also as well. It's a great opportunity for you to get some great information. And this, in 1981 or 1985 or 1990 or 2000, would have been the holy grail for me, because I was like Diogenes. We all know the story of Diogenes, right?
Do?
You don't have to say it. I know you know it. Diogenes was the ancient Greek who walked around in the middle of the day holding a lantern in his hand looking for an honest man. Well, I was a different kind of Diogenes. I was looking for actual real estate education. And when you go to a lot of these events...
real estate education.
Real estate education. And when you go to these events, I found, to my dismay, that they really wouldn't give you anything you could hang your hat on. And that for the price of admission, you got exactly what you paid for, which was nothing. The price of nothing, you got nothing. And this was disappointing. And but what we want to do and what we believe in is we believe in dispensing education, and we are here doing that today. We have a free event in Rancho Cucamonga. We invite all of you guys to come. They haven't screamed at us about the fire code yet, so we'll probably be okay for at least 30 or 40 more people. And we talk about how this is real education. We have a real live real estate expert, and he's talking to us, and he's giving us the benefit of his knowledge, and you just can't really get that anywhere. That's not just something that's hanging around outside the hotel here. And we do that because we feel for people. We understand that this can be a daunting task for people to understand and learn how to do this, and we want to help. Yeah. So, Cliff, that said,
what were we talking about?
Huh? I was saying there's a special down at Denny's.
Denny's, yeah. Well, no, Panda. Gotta go to Panda. I went to Panda for lunch. So, yeah, we're sharing our knowledge, experience, strategies, techniques, different learnings that we've done. I got to remember to look at the camera. But
well, I've got to look at the thing because I can't hear. I need to know when we go to break.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird. But you guys getting any education out of this?
Yeah.
So far? A little bit of personalization. It's not like...
Well, I was wondering if we should just have this open as a free-for-all for these guys to ask questions, and we could answer them, or whether we should go with our usual format.
Oh, well, we could do that.
We could do that. That might be interesting.
Well, the problem is they're not going to be able to hear their questions, so we'd have to repeat their questions.
Yeah, we'd have to repeat their questions.
So you want to put people on the spot and just...
Well, no, just that we can go on and we can hold forth ourselves without any help from anybody else.
Well, you could.
These people here to get through. Well, that's right. Yeah. You fail at a certain point. You realize the nature
of
your
is over there.
Condition is not the same as mine. Having spent 32 years in the legal profession.
See, that's where you have to get up in front of people and just talk and talk and talk. And then when somebody tries to talk, you have to over-talk them so that they can't object to what you're saying.
Well, it's really not.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
That was the days of Perry Mason.
But I think that's how it works.
Usually the judge just tells me to shut up.
Hey, it's really good when we have one mic. We don't have any feedback and feed over.
I know. That's right. That's right. We work in our studios. And he's in one studio and I'm in another, and I can hear him talking in the one studio.
Yeah.
Because we don't have baffles and we don't have enclosures and stuff like that. So that's kind of funny. So here we don't have that. So if anybody at any time has a real estate
just raise
question,
your hand.
That's what you're here for. We're going to be going out on the bus tour later on. But if you have a particular question, ask it, and we can go and respond to that for you.
Yes,
if not, we'll just continue.
You got a question?
Go ahead.
Not yet.
All right.
The question is not yet.
The formulating one.
The secret word is...
Yes, we have a question here.
Oh, yeah. What?
I'm just wondering, is the game Monopoly a good game to learn real estate?
Is the game of Monopoly a good game to learn real estate? Well, nobody in my family will play Monopoly with me because I kind of end up dominating, and I end up being the banker, and then I end up... what do they call that when you turn the things over? Is that foreclosure?
Mortgage.
Mortgage. I end up mortgaging the bank.
Yeah.
So no, not really. It's a game of chance. It's not really. I don't think there's really any board games. There's one guy, a guru guy, that did a game. I won't mention his name on air because I've never actually played the game, but I hear really good things about the game and how you play it. Mm-hmm. And they sell it for like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Oh wow!
But then I saw it on eBay for like $39. So I don't know. It depends on where you buy it, But
okay, if we don't have it,
yeah, it's one of those. Yeah. I don't know anything about it. It has nothing to do with me, but no, Monopoly would not be a good way to make some money or learn real estate on a game, because you need real information. You need information that's going to feed you. You need information that's going to be viable, and throwing dice ain't going to do it.
Well, we invite those in the listening audience to ask any questions anytime they have one. In the meantime, we can just go on. Cliff, what do you want to talk about today? Anything particular on your mind?
We're on Facebook Live.
We're on Facebook Live. That's great. We can talk about that.
Hey, there's a guy named Tony in there. He's watching us.
We can give it. That's great. We can give a shout out to one of our sponsors, KCAA in Chicago, Evanston. Hi guys, we're glad that you're with us.
Yep, and a 1590.
That's right, 1590.
Monster AM radio station.
Monster AM.
So, anyways, what we're doing is
not unlike KCAA.
Yeah, we're having 2 days of real estate training and experience being delivered to the people here in the audience. and we're getting ready to go on a bus and look at some properties. We're getting ready to go over strategies that will actually be able to be enabled and be used for real-world games, unlike Monopoly. But one of the things that we're going to cover today and tomorrow is how to do the repairs, how to do the calculation of what the property's worth, how much is the repairs going to be, what repairs should you do and what repairs you shouldn't do. Just basically a step-by-step guide as far as everything that needs to be done in order to become successful. I love Facebook, and we're on Facebook Live now, and we're about a minute away from our break here, so I got to make this fast. I was looking on a post, and somebody was talking about a new show on TV, and they said how much profit they were going to make at the end, and they didn't factor in anything as far as what the costs were going to be and everything. So actually what I'll do is I'll tell them exactly how much profit I calculated while sitting there while I was eating my lunch, and we'll talk about that when we get back from this break.
That's great. And see, this is the benefit of having a real live real estate expert, is he can do these things for you. It's amazing the stuff he can do. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Real Estate Expert Online Radio Show. To start your own personal financial revolution, call 1-800-396-1501 or visit realestateexpertonline.com. Jake and Cliff will be right back.
Do you have a great idea for a radio show but have no idea where to start? Or have you been hosting a podcast for a while and want to take it to the next level? If so, you need the Gab Radio Network. To host a show on the Gab Radio Network, all you need is your voice, and we'll handle the rest, from technical engineering to full-service audio production and much more. Every show on the Gab Radio Network can be heard on our station on the TuneIn Radio app. Plus, we put all of our shows on our satellite, which is accessed by over 5,500 stations. And here's the best part. You can host from anywhere you want. There are many means to connect to the Gab Radio Network remotely, and our staff of highly trained engineers and producers will make you sound like you're right here in studio. So, if you want to be on the Gab Radio Network, the same network that hosts the Small Business Advocate, Radio MD, and The Federalist, send an email right now to sales@gabradionetwork.com. That's sales@gabradionetwork.com.
Tired of always being broke? Want to make money flipping houses like they do on TV, but you don't know where to start? Want to know how to find all the money you'll need to make profits from real estate? If you want to live the life you've always dreamed about, Cliff's Real Estate Investing Training is for you. Learn hands-on, real-world investing strategies, walk properties, and learn how to avoid the biggest mistakes. Cliff shows you what repairs sell houses faster and for bigger profits. Plus, learn how to wholesale properties for quick cash. 2 full days of training gets you started right away. Cliff gives you the latest strategies to buy, fix, and sell houses quickly so you can flip houses and make profits every time. Fire your boss and drop the 9-to-5 grind. Join Cliff and his team Saturday and Sunday, May 19th and 20th at the Courtyard by Marriott in Rancho Cucamonga. Call 1-800-396-1501 or go to www.liverealestateevents.com. That's www.liverealestateevents.com today.
Hey, Crystal, what you up to?
Oh, Fred dragged me to one of those dumb real estate seminars.
Oh, did you learn the secret to flipping houses?
No, their secret was a $40,000 sales pitch.
You know, John and I flipped 2 houses this year.
Really? Wish we did that. Did you fall for one of those overpriced programs?
No way. We use Cliff Gager's online training at realestateexpertonline.com.
Realestateexpertonline.com? Sounds expensive. Those seminar people were so pushy. Fred almost blew our entire life savings.
No, the price was so low we were skeptical at first, but it's exactly what we needed.
What's that website again?
RealestateExpertOnline.com. Cliff's strategies are the real deal.
RealestateExpertOnline.com. Oh, here it is. Okay, I signed up for his webinar. I'm super excited.
I have a venti mocha for Crystal.
Oh, that's me. Thanks, Linda. RealestateExpertOnline.com will finally make our dreams come true.
Yep, RealestateExpertOnline.com worked for us.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Expert Online Radio Show with Jake and Cliff. Your personal financial revolution for financial independence continues.
Well, all right. We are back, and I'm just observing Cliff here in between the commercials. That Cliff is getting input from the audience. Didn't clap. It's like that old movie.
Oh yeah, gotta clap.
I didn't get a harump out of that guy. But Cliff is discovering all sorts of things about how to broadcast live on Facebook because the audience is telling him, thank God for the audience is all I can say.
Yeah, they're teaching me how to do this.
Yeah, they're teaching you how to do this. Hi, guys. We're on Facebook Live. We're doing the show right now. We've got to leave, okay? Got to go.
Yeah, because there's people riding around in their cars saying, what the heck is this guy talking about?
Exactly.
I can't see anything except the
like,
traffic.
Is this like what real estate is?
Yeah.
It sounds like real estate going on to me.
Oh, by the way, if you're in the area, Rancho Cucamonga, we're at the Courtyard by Marriott. It's at
11525 Mission Vista.
Mission Vista. It's
Drive.
right. All I know is it's right across the street from the Krispy Kreme donut
Yeah, and
shop.
you got to stop giving unsolicited shout outs to food
Hey,
organizations.
Krispy Kreme needs to be a sponsor.
Well, maybe we could do that.
Yeah. So we've got people here that are attending the little bus tour that we're going to do. This afternoon, we're going to get on a bus. We're going to go look at houses. We're going to look at really neat houses, some that you would never think of stepping foot in, but I'm going to show you how to make money off of those. We're also going to show you how to do the repairs, how to calculate the repairs, calculate the holding costs. And, oh, by the way, I was talking about it before we went for a break.
You know, you just hit me.
I did because, you know, that's a legal thing.
Do you realize that technically you battered me?
I battered you. There's a big joke there.
There's assault when you put me in threat of imminent danger of my life.
So if I told you I was going to hit you and then I hit you.
Yeah, right, exactly. But when you actually do that, you batter me.
Yes. So battering through this discussion, one of the things I was talking about when we left was how this
but
TV
I never
show,
understood that for years.
No, I know. There's so many jokes that I could do, but it's not appropriate.
Okay.
So before we left for the break, I was talking about we were talking about the show that I watched. I was seeing them talk about on Facebook.
Oh yeah, where they left out all sorts of things.
Well, they said that the profit at the end of the show on the project that they were going to do was $51,000,
right.
And they didn't count the holding costs, which was 3 months at like $3,800 a month.
They just made an abject declaration that it was X dollars, and they left it
gross
at that.
profit.
So how are
which
you
was what I was saying about the checks. You know, you see everybody posting these checks online, and you don't know what they're really making. They could show you a $50,000 check, and all they're getting out of that check is $500.
Well, and you don't know what they're really making. You don't know how really they've arrived at that figure, and that's one of the things that you teach, isn't it?
I teach you to know exactly how
Right.
much you're going to make on the property even before you buy it.
Even before you buy it.
Yeah.
You'll know that it's a deal. See, you have many counterintuitive things that you say. One of the things that just blows my mind, that we probably won't talk about now, but it just blows my mind, is the one where you say money follows the deal.
Well,
because
yeah.
most people will say, you know, honey, or they'll look in a mirror and say, honey, if they're narcissists, and they'll say, we can't do this deal until we can find the money to do it. Cliff says, no, that's completely backwards. Money follows the deal. Well, most people wouldn't think that that was a thing, but it's really a thing.
And what we were talking about with the people here, the group that's hearing us speak today, is the proof of funds letter. You know, what does the proof of funds letter get you? And we have an earthquake. And what happens is with a proof of funds letter, it's really not worth what it's written on unless there's money to back it up. So, you know, if you can't get the money and you can't get the deal, you have to figure something out, and that's exactly what we did. Did I clarify that for you guys today? As to, they can't hear you nodding. Yeah. But
we had to have audience prep classes.
Yes,
to
I know.
do these events.
Well, it immediately reminded me of my mom.
When the host says, "Do,"
Yeah. It immediately reminded me of my mom. She says, "I can't hear the marbles rattling around in your head when you shake your head."
Unless you shake your head.
So, but yeah, it's by doing things that work a certain way. There's a lot of rhetoric out there, is what I was trying to get to.
And this is flash in the pan stuff. When they show you a check and they say 51 grand, boom. That's no good.
It's misleading.
It's misleading.
It's dishonest.
Whereas one of the other counterintuitive...
And I'm not an attorney, so I could say it's almost criminal.
Right, you could say that.
As far as, misleading people into a situation where they're going to get in trouble.
You're not even an attorney spokesman.
No.
Or spokesperson. I
am not a bar licensed attorney
but
anywhere.
But one of the things that you say is that you can know the time to... What do you say? The time to... you make your money when you buy.
Yeah, you make your money when you buy.
This is another counterintuitive thing.
When you close. Because if you're not getting your profits in the structure of your financing and your acquisition and what you're doing when you buy the property, there's no way to make it up unless time is involved. If you're holding it for 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years, and you're going to get your money over a long period of time. Or speculating. You can do speculation if you know that they're going to move the highway a certain way, or they're going to add a new community in an area that there's nothing out there. You could speculate and buy the land, but that's like going to Vegas. I mean, it's the same thing as going to Vegas.
Well, but I would ask how you might ask, how I might ask, can you know how much you're going to make on a property even before you buy it? Because you would have to be able to figure out some way, through some mystical means, that it was a deal. And how can you know that a deal is a deal?
It's real simple. You have to apply math, and one of the things that I'm sharing with the group here this weekend is my deal making spreadsheet, right. And some of you here already have it, and it works really well because it's very quick. Somebody said that they were spending a lot more time on it than they should be, but you should be able to go on there, insert the property value that I'm going to teach them tomorrow how to come up with. You insert that, and it pretty much tells you everything that you need to know about the transaction almost instantly. It's literally you push the button and it tells you all of the things that are presumed, and it's assumptions based on my 20-something years. I'm not getting to that 30-year mark yet. Right. But I think it's like all right. 20,
I'll announce it as soon as you do.
20-something years experience in doing this, I know. And it's just, math doesn't lie. And no matter how many times you do a property, no matter how many times you flip a house, the math is always going to be the same.
Well, but if the math is always the same, how come people are losing money on their deals?
Because they're paying too much for their properties. They're overinflating the values of the properties. They're under calculating the repair values of what the costs are going to be.
Right.
And then you get into the factor that there's a lot of things that people do not know because they've never gone down this road before, of you have to give the electric company and the gas company and the water company $200, $300, $400 deposit.
So in other words, I put it out there to the listening audience and to our assembled audience here that...
Oh, that was a good word.
That purchased, 32 years, So, see, now you...
I got you. The assembled audience.
No, going and buying a property, you can feel free to chime in if you want. We'll just mute it because there's a second delay, so you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
But
no, there is no delay.
No, there is.
No, there is not.
There's no delay on this.
No.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, you guys are live then. But the thing that I would say, how much time we got a minute, is that if you're going out and you're buying a property and you don't know going in what you're going to get out of it. That's kind of like that grocer that I talked to who said, I lose money on everything I sell, but I make it up in volume. Doesn't make much sense, does it?
No, it doesn't.
But this is the way people are going into these real estate deals, aren't they?
It is. And what we'll do is, right after this break, we'll go into how do you determine what those values are, right. And how you can find out how to do that, and what avenues do you need to take. and we'll do that right after this break.
And this is the part where we don't actually know when the music is coming on because we can't hear it because we're live.
Yep.
And so dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum.
We just assume it's happening.
We just assume it's happening. I might be singing over the music right now.
You're listening to the Real Estate Expert Online Radio Show. To start your own personal financial revolution, call 1-800-396-1501 or visit realestateexpertonline.com. Jake and Cliff will be right back. Tired of always being broke? Want to make money flipping houses like they do on TV, but you don't know where to start? Want to know how to find all the money you'll need to make profits from real estate? If you want to live the life you've always dreamed about, Cliff's Real Estate Investing Training is for you. Learn hands-on, real-world investing strategies, walk properties, and learn how to avoid the biggest mistakes. Cliff shows you what repairs sell houses faster and for bigger profits. Plus, learn how to wholesale properties for quick cash. 2 full days of training gets you started right away. Cliff gives you the latest strategies to buy, fix, and sell houses quickly so you can flip houses and make profits every time. Fire your boss and drop the 9-to-5 grind. Join Cliff and his team Saturday and Sunday, May 19th and 20th at the Courtyard by Marriott in Rancho Cucamonga. Call 1-800-396-1501 or go to www.liverealestateevents.com. That's www.liverealestateevents.com today.
Hey, Crystal, what you up to?
Oh, Fred dragged me to one of those dumb real estate seminars.
Oh, did you learn the secret to flipping houses?
No, their secret was a $40,000 sales pitch.
You know, John and I flipped 2 houses this year.
Really? Wish we did that. Did you fall for one of those overpriced programs?
No way. We use Cliff Gager's online training at realestateexpertonline.com.
Realestateexpertonline.com? Sounds expensive. Those seminar people were so pushy. Fred almost blew our entire life savings.
No, the price was so low we were skeptical at first, but it's exactly what we needed.
What's that website again?
realestateexpertonline.com. Cliff strategies are the real deal.
realestateexpertonline.com. Oh, here it is. Okay, I signed up for his webinar. I'm super excited.
I have a venti mocha for Crystal.
Oh, that's me. Thanks, Linda. realestateexpertonline.com will finally make our dreams come true.
Yep, realestateexpertonline.com worked for us.
Tired of always being broke? Want to make money flipping houses like they do on TV, but you don't know where to start? Want to know how to find all the money you'll need to make profits from real estate? If you want to live the life you've always dreamed about, Cliff's Real Estate Investing Training is for you. Learn hands-on, real-world investing strategies, walk properties, and learn how to avoid the biggest mistakes. Cliff shows you what repairs sell houses faster and for bigger profits. Plus, learn how to wholesale properties for quick cash. 2 full days of training gets you started right away. Cliff gives you the latest strategies to buy, fix, and sell houses quickly so you can flip houses and make profits every time. Fire your boss and drop the 9-to-5 grind. Join Cliff and his team Saturday and Sunday, May 19th and 20th at the Courtyard by Marriott in Rancho Cucamonga. Call 1-800-396-1501 or go to www.liverealestateevents.com. That's www.liverealestateevents.com today. Welcome back to the Real Estate Expert Online Radio Show with Jake and Cliff. Your personal financial revolution for financial independence continues.
Get the green. It's called the. Oh, we're on. We're live.
Well, on the assumption that we're live, I didn't hear the lead-in music, but on the assumption that we're live, we're back. And this is Jake and Cliff. And we're here at the live Rancho event in 11525 Mission Vista Drive in Rancho Cucamonga. We invite you to all come down. We're having a lot of real estate education going on today, and that is what we've been talking about. We've been talking about the ins and outs of it, and we've been getting some feedback from, you know, the live audience that's here, which is basically, what is wrong with you guys? Where's the applause sign? Why don't you have a list of prepared questions? You guys suck, you know, that sort of a thing. But anyway, we want to get back to what we were talking about, because it's germane not only to the listening audience, but the people who are here as well.
Exactly.
And we were talking about how to know what a deal is, and we were talking about it's the math. And we were talking about the fact that actually people go into these deals and they go into them not knowing what they're going to make on the back end. And I used the example of the conversation I had with the grocer where he said, I lose money on every sale, but I make it up in volume. That's no way to do business in real estate. And we're having our realtor from Premier Realty come in and interfere with the shot. You screwed up the shot. Thanks, Brett. But anyway, getting back to what we were talking about. Anybody have any questions? Has the break inspired anything in your mind, John?
Yeah, I'd like to know where I can get the CAR real estate.
We can't talk about tax deeds. That's another show.
The car form?
Yes.
Well, you could ask your real estate agent if they would give you a copy. That would be something that you could do.
I want to get like a CD of all of them.
Oh, well, that you would have to be a member of the board.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're an attorney though, right?
But actually,
No, it doesn't.
you got to pay dues.
You got to pay the dues. Yeah, you got to pay your dues, and that's why they give you the CD for free. Yes, sir.
The title companies don't have them,
No.
but they do have forms.
They do have forms,
If they're come to CAR.
and they're generally going to be given to you in regards to the transaction that you're doing.
Well, and you can get
Not
some of
that
these
they
situationally. That's right.
Yeah.
You can get some stuff, and you can get some stuff online. It's not going to be up to date.
Yeah, and the way that I solve that problem is I never do my own forms. I always hire an agent to do all my contract work because they have the E&O insurance. If I make a mistake, you can get in trouble. That way, if the agent is doing the forms for me and filling out the paperwork, they have insurance that covers that, as well as they know what they're doing as far as filling out the forms. They're very proficient. Wouldn't you say, Brett, that would be a good statement, that they're more proficient in filling out the forms than even I, as an investor doing it for years and years? I don't pay attention to the details that they would be paying attention to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's one of the things you want to do. Yes, Tony?
What's the tax benefits of real estate? Like, is there any tax benefits of holding real estate?
So the question is in holding real estate as an investment, are there any tax benefits? And the tax benefits are literally huge because, number one, depending on how you set up your situation, you can set it up as a business. If you have multiple rental properties, you can set it up as a business, which entitles you to tax benefits as being probably an LLC, which is a limited liability corporation. That you would
Not a corporation, it's a company.
And see the attorney guy here. What happens is the Internal Revenue Service affords you different things that you can write off and the amounts that you can write off. And I'm by far not a tax person, but I do know that if you happen to go to Hawaii and you happen to do real estate as your business, and you just so happen to engage a real estate agent while you're in Hawaii, at least I think it's 3 properties to look at per day. I do believe you can write off a large portion of that on your taxes. Likewise, when you drive your car. Now, they know you're going back and forth to your job, so they're going to allocate a certain amount that you're going to have your own responsibility for going to work. But if you have a company and you use that vehicle for company business, then you get to take a segment of that or a section of that or a partial amount of a write-off on those items as well. Just like having an office in your home, they'll allow you X amount. And there's strict rules about that. And what I always would suggest is our buddy in Texas, Mr. Plax,
Michael Plack.
Yeah, Michael Plax.
That guy's great. He's our accountant. We ought to have him on the show sometime.
Yeah, we definitely do.
He comes
is
on wearing a
an
karate
expert.
gi.
I know, and he
With the
punches
black
Uncle
belt.
Sam.
Yeah, he punches Uncle Sam.
But
He's
he's
a great guy.
immensely powerful as to setting up your real estate business to take advantage of the taxes.
And we
as
can
much
get that
as
through
you
us.
can.
The law has recently changed. The tax law has recently changed, but there are benefits in the structuring and the planning, which is something I'll be talking about here tomorrow. You can definitely ameliorate your situation. The general rule is that you really don't want to appear to own anything. Actually, legally, you don't want to own anything. You want companies like you want maybe to put your have a trust purchase it. Maybe have a limited liability company purchase it. And there are people who recommend that you purchase real estate in a corporation, which I'm not wild about. I mean, you can do it. I don't have any particular thing. What are you doing?
I was poking his nose on the screen.
Oh my God.
So they can't hear that on the radio.
How close were we to break so I could smack you? But this is the way you want to do it. If you and you know, there's a larger point. I'm actually glad you said this, because it's just like people who buy a piece of property and they think they're going to make money on it, but they don't know.
They don't know. You got to know up front.
This is the common wisdom. What we teach you to do is to do it not in the same way that everybody else is doing it out there, like the proverbial grocer that I talked about, who loses money on every sale. See, I love that joke. That's why I keep saying it. I lose money on every sale, he said, but I make it up in volume. See, nobody laughed, but I love that. I don't know why nobody loves that joke. But you don't want to do your real estate like that grocer.
I could tell you.
What?
Why nobody likes that joke.
Why? That's just a great joke.
A lot of people don't understand it. It's highbrow.
It's not highbrow. It's a grocer for crying out loud.
I know. All right, Mr. Shugart, you have a question.
What is the easiest way to find properties?
Easiest way to find properties. Over the years, that's a very good question. What he asks is what's the easiest way to find properties? There's no one simple answer to that, because what happens is it depends on the market that you're in. It depends on the condition of the marketplace as far as the financial outcome of what's going on, as well as what the demographics are for that area. But I've found over the years the easiest way is to have other people do it for you, honestly. And the way that I do that is I hire real estate agents to go out and find properties, because they're, you know, if you think about it, when somebody wants to sell their house, the first person they're going to call is a real estate agent. And the real estate agents are usually on the front line with all the money that they spend in marketing and advertising to draw those people in. If it's bank foreclosures that you're looking at or corporate-owned properties, they're always going to be probably mostly mandated to go through a real estate agent in order to sell their property. People in desperate situations, like divorces or deaths or circumstances like that, they're going to contact an attorney. And most likely the law is going to stipulate that they hire a real estate agent in order to liquidate the property and try to get the property sold for market value. And they put a lot of stipulations in there. So it ends up in the hands of a real estate agent. And because the agents are, quote, this non-biased third party that the law and courts and different circumstances look at as a person that can liquidate the property for them. As far as the olden days, you could go down to the courthouse and pull litigation out and see if there was any real estate involved in it. You can sort of kind of do that today, but again, it's all going to end up back with the real estate agents, you know? So I find that the easiest way for me to find deals is utilizing real estate agents. Driving around, looking in neighborhoods, don't drive, don't get in the car and they call it driving for dollars. You're going to waste a lot of gas. You're going to waste a lot of time.
Well, we're going to show you that. Yeah. If I can just interrupt and maybe we presage some of the things. What do we got? We've still got 2 minutes. We haven't got the 1 minute thing.
1 minute.
But we're going to go out today, for those of you who are here, and anybody who comes to one of our property tours, we're going to go out and we're going to show you various properties. We're going to go through the rehab aspects of it, and we're going to talk about various things. Then we're going to come back here and we're going to unveil like an epiphany.
Yeah.
And we're not going to tell you what it is. But we're going to tell you something that's another one of these completely counterintuitive things. We're going to hold that for you. We're not going to talk to the radio audience about it right now either. But
no, you have to come to the event.
You have to come down to the event, because I just talked to the fire marshal and he said we've got room for like 200-300 more people.
300.
And that's on the bus.
That's on the bus.
We have a question.
It's a very big bus.
Yeah, it's a very big bus.
You had a question?
We have a question.
You raised another question for
yes.
me. Was So using a real estate agent, how do you know how to find the right one that's going to help you?
Well, actually, tomorrow I go through the exact, and I'm not trying to blow you off until tomorrow, but tomorrow in my presentation, I'm going to go through those exact steps of how to do that. One of the things that I'm looking for is someone that has knowledge. And since we've got 10 seconds left, Jake is trying to tell me we're going to go to break, and we'll talk about that when we get back. And we're almost at the top of the hour.
That's right. Another show flying by on KCAA.
Yep. Cool.
You're listening to the Real Estate Expert Online Radio Show. To start your own personal financial revolution, call 1-800-396-1501 or visit realestateexpertonline.com. Jake and Cliff will be right back. Tired of always being broke? Want to make money flipping houses like they do on TV, but you don't know where to start? Want to know how to find all the money you'll need to make profits from real estate? If you want to live the life you've always dreamed about, Cliff's Real Estate Investing Training is for you. Learn hands-on, real-world investing strategies, walk properties, and learn how to avoid the biggest mistakes. Cliff shows you what repairs sell houses faster and for bigger profits. Plus, learn how to wholesale properties for quick cash. 2 full days of training gets you started right away. Cliff gives you the latest strategies to buy, fix, and sell houses quickly so you can flip houses and make profits every time. Fire your boss and drop the 9-to-5 grind. Join Cliff and his team Saturday and Sunday, May 19th and 20th at the Courtyard by Marriott in Rancho Cucamonga. Call 1-800-396-1501 or go to www.liverealestateevents.com. That's www.liverealestateevents.com today.
Hey, Crystal, what you up to?
Oh, Fred dragged me to one of those dumb real estate seminars.
Oh, did you learn the secret to flipping houses?
No, their secret was a $40,000 sales pitch.
You know, John and I flipped 2 houses this year.
Really? Wish we did that. Did you fall for one of those overpriced programs?
No way. We use Cliff Gager's online training at realestateexpertonline.com.
Realestateexpertonline.com? Sounds expensive. Those seminar people were so pushy. Fred almost blew our entire life savings.
No, the price was so low we were skeptical at first, but it's exactly what we needed.
What's that website again?
realestateexpertonline.com. Cliff strategies are the real deal.
realestateexpertonline.com. Oh, here it is. Okay, I signed up for his webinar. I'm super excited.
I have a venti mocha for Crystal.
Oh, that's me. Thanks, Linda. realestateexpertonline.com will finally make our dreams come true.
Yep, realestateexpertonline.com worked for us.
Tired of always being broke? Want to make money flipping houses like they do on TV, but you don't know where to start? Want to know how to find all the money you'll need to make profits from real estate? If you want to live the life you've always dreamed about, Cliff's Real Estate Investing Training is for you. Learn hands-on, real-world investing strategies, walk properties, and learn how to avoid the biggest mistakes. Cliff shows you what repairs sell houses faster and for bigger profits. Plus, learn how to wholesale properties for quick cash. 2 full days of training gets you started right away. Cliff gives you the latest strategies to buy, fix, and sell houses quickly so you can flip houses and make profits every time. Fire your boss and drop the 9-to-5 grind. Join Cliff and his team Saturday and Sunday, May 19th and 20th at the Courtyard by Marriott in Rancho Cucamonga. Call 1-800-396-1501 or go to www.liverealestateevents.com. That's www.liverealestateevents.com today. Welcome back to the Real Estate Expert Online Radio Show with Jake and Cliff. Your personal financial revolution for financial independence continues.
All right, and we're back for our last segment, and we want to show you, we just had our realtor hand out the itinerary for the property tour, and Cliff, why don't you put that in the camera?
Oh,
since
man.
you did it when we were on the air. And
We weren't on the
see
air.
now everybody in the audience can see what we're doing, and we were off the air.
There we go. We're getting ready to go look at some properties, and you should be here. If you're not here, you absolutely must attend our next event, which is going to be in Irvine, California on the 9th and 10th of next month.
Yep.
And
well, don't tell them that, because the fire marshal says there's room for 200 or 300 more on the
well,
list.
you should come
So
down
they
there
should
now.
come now.
So if you can't make it today, absolutely, just make it tomorrow. Go to liverealestateevents.com. That's liverealestateevents.com. You can register for our event. Monday, it will be registering for the Irvine event. So if you go there today, it's going to register you for the Rancho event.
But you should come now, because we're having a great time. Aren't you all having a great time out there? Yeah. See, they're having a great time. You don't know. We could have an off day in Irvine. You know, you need to come down now,
have an
because
off day.
You just had several tesmoonies that we're having a great time.
We've got
we're talking.
We've got some smoking hot deals here. I've got a real estate agent that is profoundly amazing. And so going back to your question earlier, is when you do find a good one, take care of them and make sure you give them a lot of your business.
Certain things in life, like a good mechanic, good plumber, good real estate agent.
And in this business, it's my principal area of business is using real estate agents. So if you can get down here for today, you've got literally 20 minutes to get here. We're getting on the bus. We're gonna go look at houses. We're gonna smell houses.
Because, as Cliff always says, when someone says, "Oh, what is that smell?"
Money.
Cliff says,
"Money,
that's
money." Yeah, that cat urine does not smell like cat urine, and we're gonna see. We might see live chickens.
We might see a lot of things during the time we went to that thing in Fresno.
The guy barking at us from across the street.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was interesting. But
and everybody who was in attendance thought, Cliff and Jake really think of everything. They paid that guy. It was like this was this gang guy across the street, and he was threatening us.
For real.
And everybody was looking and saying, "Oh, look at the gang guy. That's so stupid."
And the amazing
we didn't pay that guy.
And the amazing thing was everybody's like, "Oh, we felt so safe with
yeah,
everybody
we
there."
felt right, exactly.
And one person said, "We were in the hood. I've never been in the hood."
Well, the great thing was, I was talking to there was the insurance agent there, and he was just looking at the guy, and he just kept smiling. And I thought, this guy understands what this guy's saying. And so I walked up to him and I said, "What's this guy saying?" And he was smiling, and he said, "I don't know.
I don't know." And he did. He said it just like that. I was standing right there. But when you go to these houses, you got to understand that, like I was telling the people here in our live audience today, that when you stop in the middle of one of these streets, it doesn't matter where you are. You look around you, and you're going to see houses that are full of people. People live there. You might not live there, or you might not think you would want to live there, but there are people that would live there because they look around, they say, "My aunt lives down the street.
Yeah.
My cousin lives down the street. My brother lives in this neighborhood. I grew up in this neighborhood, and all my friends are still here." And
you don't know who's going to want to live in a neighborhood, and you should not make assumptions.
Yeah, ever.
Because everybody's different. Everybody has their thing. People may want to live in a certain area.
That's right.
You don't know.
That's right. And the cool thing is, there's a butt for every seat.
Yep.
And if you're able to buy houses in the lower ends of the markets, you got to understand the people in the lower end, as a percentage of the rent, I think pay a higher amount for a lower income type property than you do for a higher end or a median price type property. So like if in certain areas of Florida, you can be on the north side and you're paying $1,500 a month rent. Or you can be on the south side and still be paying $1,500 a month rent, and you're in a war zone. I mean, literally a war zone with drugs and gangs
there are
and
people who want to
violent
live in
activities.
these places. And as I think you said during that particular house, and you said, and these people will stay there.
Yeah, and forever.
Yeah,
generational. And
so if you want to make sure you have a renter who will stay there, and maybe their kids will stay there after they die and or move out, this is something that this is the thing. Unless you have someone like Cliff who understands these things, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. So the idea is to come here, listen to the show, of course, every Saturday
and Sunday in
and
Chicago.
Sunday in Chicago. Well, they play it here on Sunday too.
Yes.
So, but and the thing is to come down and come to the bus tour. We still have room.
It's because
for
it's such a good show.
For 800 or 900 people on the bus. The fire marshal says it's okay.
I want to see this bus that fits 800 people.
I want to see the fire marshal.
Fire Marshal Bill. Now there's an age.
That'd be great. That'd
right?
really be great.
So
I wonder how much you'd charge.
Probably a lot nowadays. He gets like what, $20 million a movie.
No, but I mean we're having a good time. And
learning real estate.
And not only us, but the people in the audience are just shaking their heads. Are going, what is this that I've gotten into? Got to get out of this. How do I get out of this?
So I just have to. We're coming up towards the end of the show.
We are. We're
what I want to do is let you guys know. I'm going to be the plug man today. If you want to learn more about our real estate events and how you can attend them.
And have a lot of fun and learn
a lot of fun and learn stuff. It's liverealestateevents.com. If you want to learn how to do real estate and learn how my online training program works, you can go to realestateexpertonline.com.
Yeah, you screwed it up.
I screwed it up. And you can always call the 800 number, which is 1-800-396
1501.
1501.
You don't know your own number. 800-396-1501.
And what's the online on-air number? Because we've got like 1 minute left.
There's no point because people.
But they can call in next week.
They can call in next week. We'll tell them at the beginning of the show like we always do.
Because you don't remember the number.
No, I don't. something 1050.
That's it. So we got a minute left. If you can make it down here, we're going to be getting on a bus in about 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to go look at a bunch of properties. Smoking hot deals, man. I mean, we're gonna see some things that are really available and ready to go right now. And we are come back next week. Hear the radio show. Stay tuned for our live event if you're in the California area. If you're not in the California area, we're going to be in Irvine, so you can fly into the John Wayne Airport and stay in a local hotel there where we're going to be.
Some great hotels.
And
great
see you
hotel.
when we get there. And it was a great show. I thank everybody in the audience.
Thank you. Give yourself a hand, everybody in the audience.
And we'll see you next week. And like I said, hurry up and get down here now. We got 10 seconds
Come
left.
by. We're going to have a lot of fun. You can tell that this is fun.
And see ya.
See ya.
You've been listening to the Real Estate Expert Online Radio Show with Jake and Cliff. The real estate investing revolution has only just begun. Want more information on your own personal revolution? Go to realestateexpertonline.com or call 1-800-396-1501. The owners of the show, this station, or any of its affiliates want you to know that real estate investing is risky. You could lose your entire investment. Topics and opinions expressed in the show are for informational and entertainment purposes, not professional advice or even factual reporting. The owners disclaim any responsibility to supplement, correct, or modify the content of any broadcast. Nothing in this content shall be construed to create an agreement with this disclaimer, encourage evasion or disobedience to any law, or constitute a submission to jurisdiction in any state or country. Persons or entities referred to are entirely fictional. No reference to an actual person or entity is intended, but is entirely coincidental. Tired of always being broke? Want to make money flipping houses like they do on TV, but you don't know where to start? Want to know how to find all the money you'll need to make profits from real estate? If you want to live the life you've always dreamed about, Cliff's Real Estate Investing Training is for you. Learn hands-on, real-world investing strategies, walk properties, and learn how to avoid the biggest mistakes. Cliff shows you what repairs sell houses faster and for bigger profits. Plus, learn how to wholesale properties for quick cash. 2 full days of training gets you started right away. Cliff gives you the latest strategies to buy, fix, and sell houses quickly so you can flip houses and make profits every time. Fire your boss and drop the 9-to-5 grind. Join Cliff and his team Saturday and Sunday, May 19th and 20th at the Courtyard by Marriott in Rancho Cucamonga. Call 1-800-396-1501 or go to www.liverealestateevents.com. That's www.liverealestateevents.com today.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
Your NBC Sports Radio Update.